Oh, so what it do, YouTube? What it do? You know what I'm saying? So as we, you know, tonight we're talking about Ben Simmons with the possibility that he may be returning sometime in the first round game. What did they think? I think they said game 4 through 6. Is in general, we will be having Ben Simmons, possibly be having Ben Simmons back on the court with the Brooklyn Nets. And that means that means that could mean a lot of things. What I mean by that, a lot of positive things for the Brooklyn Nets. Having one of the top three best players back. Yeah, and it's like it's perfect time. Now, of course, we don't know how Ben Simmons is going to look. So that's gonna be interesting. We don't really know how he look. Uh, don't know how he's gonna come back. You feel what I'm saying? I think he's gonna come back with something to prove. It's just because. But that's just me. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. I think having Ben Simmons is a plus for Brooklyn on both ends. On both ends. You know, we all know what he brings defensively. We saw that in Philly pretty much. So while people were worrying about uh he don't shoot the ball, well he playing with two of the best scorers to ever play this game of basketball. One of two of the best scorers to ever play this game of basketball. So that won't be a problem. Scoring won't be a problem. Scoring is not a problem for Brooklyn without him. So I don't know why people think this dude is just gonna be he's gonna take away from what Kyrie Irving and KD do because they're gonna get there. Like Ben Simmons just has to fit in where get in where he fit in, honestly. To be honest. And yeah man, being great great defensive player, man. Really great defensive player. Really great defender, man. For real. He's gonna bring what the next need, man. Pretty much. Yeah. We still, you feel me? Don't know the exact game he's gonna return. He's very much close to returning to action. Very much so. So we got the reports we got now. We just have to roll with them and see how the next few days turn out. Weeks. Next few weeks turn out. Yeah. I feel like Brooklyn can win without, like, as long as you have KD, Kyrie, you can win without Ben. Pretty much. Yeah, they pretty much don't have enough firepower to win without him. I know people, they hate, they want to say, oh, they play no defense, but that's that defensively when they lock in. I seen them dudes disrupt things for the opposing team. So I don't know what basketball these analysts, Stephen A, Shannon Sharps, especially Shannon Sharp, he's just a hater. He's just a LeBron sniffer. Like he just meat rides LeBron to all high. This dude, I mean, I don't know. He's obsessed with LeBron. The way he ride, the way he copes for LeBron, bro, it's crazy. But people is just looking at all these different things that Ben Simmons can't do or bring to this next team, as opposed to looking at the positive things that he can do and will do. I can guarantee you that. Like we this the Ben Simmons that I think that we're gonna see is not gonna be nowhere near what we saw in Philly. As as the only thing will probably be there, of course, or will be there is the defense. But offensively, I think Ben Simmons, Brooklyn is going to unlock Ben Simmons, man, for sure. Like, I really think that. And I don't think people looking at that, bro. Like, with KD and Kyrie, bro. Like, he's going to, like, this dude, Ben Simmons, me. Ben Simmons is going to come back with something, bro. And all you people is gonna be surprised. I can guarantee you that. When he the best Simmons that I think we're gonna see, people are gonna be surprised. That's the crazy thing. And I'm not even gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be like, I said that. I said that. And yeah, man, I just think he's in the right situation with the right players, pretty much the right coaching staff. I'm gonna say coaching staff because Steve Nash is not as bad as people make him out to be. But yeah, man, he's definitely around the right players he vibes with, players that know him. Patty Mills, of course, he played with in Australia. Seth Curry, he played with in Philly. As a in Philly he didn't really play with Drummond, but Drummond was on the team, so they probably get along well. KD, Kyrie, they're not that hard to get along with if you focus on what they focus on, which is, going out there and performing every night. So I'm sure they won't too much have a problem unless Ben Simmons start doing other stuff, which I don't think he would do. But who else, man? Like, yeah, man, Ben is it's gonna be fine, man. He's gonna and I didn't really. I was one of those dudes that said this and that about Ben Simmons when he was at Philly because I just didn't believe Philly was going to win the championship anyways. Like it was just something missing, and it still is something missing with Philly that just don't make them a championship team, caliber team. Now they're continuing, they can be in the conversation, but especially now they got rid of key pieces like Seth Curry and Drummond and Ben. Right now, they ain't even close to me to even sniffing a championship. So Ben Simmons coming to Brooklyn, as far as winning wise, helps his chances of winning a championship. And if this year, and if not this year, well, next year. But this year they have a pretty good chance of winning the championship. Now that they are finally in the playoffs, and that's a fact. And people can say what they want to, but this Brooklyn team, not what they were last year. They improved on pretty much every position. Uh, yeah, man, they just totally improved, especially what KD was working with when Kyrie even went down, James Harden even went down. Like, Kyrie is better role players than last year. Like, and KD was still an inch away or feet away from beating the Bucks or advancing to the next series. So that just shows you, to me, the greatness of KD and how well rounded this team that's rolling with KD and Kyrie. Like, it's a complete team, and I want them to stay healthy. It's their biggest problem, of course, is health. You can say that with a lot of teams, but particularly Brooklyn, health is the biggest key for them. And I really hope they be healthy so they can shut all these Shannon Sharps, all these Nick Wrights, the Stephen A. Not really Stephen A. because Stephen A. has been pretty much going for the Nets, but I want them to shut him up just because I want Kyrie to win. And we all know how bad he talks about Kyrie Irving. Uh, the who else is? It's just these other people that don't know basketball really, that just have the different opinions about Brooklyn. It's just, and it's not even because of the player, bro. It's just because they don't like KD, Kyrie. They don't like the way the image they portray, because that's all it is. If you ask me, you're talking about media stuff, like, and they know they don't too much get along with the media, Kyrie and KD. So that's probably why they don't really favor them like that, because if they did, I mean, Kyrie Irving, KD would be your favorite, no doubt. And especially if you know basketball and you know how things is with basketball. Now, these dudes, Boston is gonna be a tough challenge for them, but it's gonna come down to you, the best players on the court. And that's just simple as that. Kyrie Irving and KD. And not only even the best players, but it's the best overall team. Because people is making all these assumptions about the Celtics this, the Celtics that. Not knowing that the Celtics are pretty much the same team they were last year. Jalen Brown just got hurt. I'll take that back. I'm not gonna pretty much say they was the same team from last year because they got different coaches, but they're gonna do the same thing pretty much did last year. Now they just had Jalen Brown. It's just facts. Yeah, man. That's just the cold hard facts. Is everybody is all of a sudden on rooting for the Boston Celtics to knock off Brooklyn, which is so crazy baffling to me. Because the only way they would do that is something that bad happens to Brooklyn. We're gonna knock on wood because we don't want that to happen at all. So we'll see. May the best team win. Yeah, gonna be a tough competitive series. But that's just how Eastern Conference has been all year. Tough, competitive. Just ask the Nets how tough it was just getting into the playing game and trying to get a higher seed in the playing game. Just ask Kyrie Irving and KD and the Brooklyn Nets team as a whole how hard that was or challenging that was. That's that. Yep. Yeah, man. Just yeah, man. That's just what I think about this being Simmons thing, man. Him returning and you know, we'll see. It's gonna be at stake for the Brooklyn Nets. You know, championship bust. with these two, three guys that what I'm saying can produce at a high level. It's just together. Now that they're on the team, they have to showcase that. And yeah, man. And I want to talk about where being, what position they're probably gonna put Ben at, or how many minutes that Ben is gonna start off with. I think he's gonna be, of course, limited minutes in his first game because he may not be in full basketball shape. So that's gonna be very interesting to watch, considering that you know Ben has been out for so long. That's gonna be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Gonna be very interesting to see where he at, man. And another thing I wanted to say about uh how Brooklyn is gonna pull this thing off is that they have the depth, the size, the different lineups that you can mix Ben Simmons up with, and yeah, man, just different places because Ben Simmons can pretty much play 1 through 5 on defense. And just, you know what I'm saying, just placing him in, different spots of the court, spots, plugging him in different spots on defense. Now, it'll be interesting if they put him are they gonna put him on Tatum right away? Because I don't think they gonna do that, even though he guards Tatum pretty much the best that anybody has guarded Tatum throughout Tatum's career. But it'll be interesting how they're gonna have him play as far as on the defensive end. Is he just gonna be a part of just the switch, which Brooklyn always do? They switch a lot, so whoever he's on it's gonna be like whoever Ben is on. It's just who he's on, or just go back to the regular scheme of defense that they already have running. But it's gonna be interesting, man. I just want to say I'm finna be out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. I'm trying to go up. Y'all get me up, y'all. Like, right there trying to get monetized. We'll see what's pretty much gonna happen. Hopefully Ben get out there, step out there. I think he is. And hopefully he help contribute to this team and help win the championship. And yeah, just hope the best for Ben. A lot of people are knocking him, counting him out, pretty much saying what he can't do. I just hope he prove all those people wrong, including me when Ben was at Philly. And yeah, I just hope he do. Just hope he come in and focus, championship mindset, because I know that's what KD and Kyrie mindset is, championship, when they step out on that court. So, man, yeah, hopefully, Ben pull it through, help pull it through, help contribute. I'm out.